Doom. This decades-old franchise clawed its way out of hell and back into our hearts, then ripped out our hearts and blew it away with a big fucking gun and scary-ass enemies. And heavy metal, Inside. The definition of irony. This game's beauty was accompanied by a dark, gruesome reality towards the young boy protagonist. And even after the shocking twists, gratuitous violence, and complete absurdity, you sick puppies still want to know more. Overwatch. From the game that gave all the Team Fortress 2 characters names and countries, this game brought in 9.7 million open beta players and is poised as the next big esport. The Witness. Inspired by the granddaddy of puzzle games, Myst, The Witness teaches you a puzzle language as the player learns from observations and comes to epiphanies. It's safe to say those epiphanies make you feel oh so smart. Battlefield 1. Hey DICE, we forgive you for Star Wars Battlefront because you gave us Battlefield 1. The War Stories vignette-style campaign is novel, the multiplayer has something for everyone, and the depictions of the war throughout are a humbling look at the Great War. Dark Souls 3. From the franchise that made you realize you're a glutton for punishment, Dark Souls 3 is a game to be enjoyed over and over and over, and well, you get the picture. Pokemon Sun and Moon. This year's version of Pocket Monsters shattered Nintendo sales records. Because what's wrong with capturing animals and making them fight? Well, a lot actually. But this is fantasy. Enter the Gungeon. What's the formula for an awesome dungeon crawling roguelike shoot 'em up? Guns, dungeons, and fast pacing. Sprinkle in unpredictability, tons of rewards, loot and unlockables, and it's bullet hell Christmas at every turn, including a gun that can kill the past. Uncharted 4. Nathan Drake and Sully team up once again to rescue Drake's brother from a ruthless drug lord. An undoubtedly fitting end to the Uncharted series, A Thief's End ties Nathan Drake's story up in probably the most impressive all-around package of the series. Dishonored 2. Bethesda and Arcane get together to make Dark Assassin magic again, picking up where they left off in the previous game. Dishonored 2 is another grimly whimsical stealth RPG that scratches all our itches for deep plot, awesome female protagonists, and brutal takedowns. Stardew Valley, a farming simulator that was heavily inspired by Harvest Moon. The player takes the role of a character that, to get away from the hustle of an office job, takes over their grandfather's dilapidated farm in a place known as Stardew Valley. Batman VR. Wear the cowl, be the Batman. No, really, be the actual Batman in this PSVR launch title that nabbed Best VR Game from the Games Critics Awards during E3. Who wouldn't want to take on the role of the Dark Knight? Well, minus the dead parents part, obviously. Final Fantasy 15. 10 years in the making, Final Fantasy 15 was also one of the most anticipated games of 2016. It was a Final Fantasy for fans and first-timers. And remember, nothing says final like number 15. Total War Warhammer. What do you get when you marry franchises Total War and Warhammer together? Well, Total War Warhammer. Featuring gameplay of the Total War series with factions of the Warhammer Fantasy series, it is the first Total War not to portray a historical